Hello everyone. Today we're going to talk about what I think are some of the staple picks for solo players and endgame content. While yes, I am in a clan that does raiding and whatnot, most of my time spent in-game is actually spent solo in dungeons or GM Nightfalls. This video will go over 5-ish weapons that I think are essential picks for anyone looking to roll solo in endgame content. Multimach is a gun that hopefully everyone has by now. You might have seen people using it in Solo Witness, which should already be a pretty good indication of its potency in high-level content. The combination of attrition orbs for fueling our abilities, plus kinetic tremors for solid damage to larger targets, orange bars, yellow bars, that sort of thing, on an archetype of SMG that people already seem to really like, insert funnel web. It's hard to really find any negatives when it comes to Multimach. The only maybe negative would be its origin traits, but field tested is still really good because you're probably not going to be dying anyway. The entire point of you being in solo content is you're trying to optimize this. Not dying won't really impact you that much. Yes, I know, these are raid weapons, don't shoot. Even though they're raid weapons, I would still very, very highly recommend that you seek these snipers out if you have the capacity to do so. Both Last Wish and Vault of Glass are easy enough to do that with an LFG it probably shouldn't matter too much. It doesn't seem like it would be a very painful process. These snipers are easily the best in the game, top tier perk combos on both of them that allow you to not just have a backup damage option, even though that's usually what they're used for, but also a pseudo ag clear option if the content necessitates it. I personally use Supremacy just because I'm still hunting for a good adept Praedyths, but Rewind Kinetic on Supremacy or Rewind or Kinetic plus Bait and Switch on Praedyths makes them both really, really strong options. If I had to choose one to be better than the other, I would probably lean towards Praedyths just because of the origin trait being able to... I would probably lean towards Praedyths since its origin trait lets it overflow the magazine, but that usually doesn't come up in solo content, so either way, don't really stress about that too much. To the surprise of no one who has ever played the game ever, Sunshot is really good. This thing is still an absolute menace when it comes to clearing trash mobs, has great elemental synergy with its juiced up version of Incandescent, and built-in explosive rounds. If you want a hand cannon that's similar but doesn't take up your exotic slot, my favorite is Zaouli's Bane from King's Fall. It's been my go-to for a really long time now. My personal favorite role for that is Explosive Payload Firefly with selectable one-for-all as I leave on-level or below-level content. It also rolls with Incandescent if you want to keep the solar synergy, or even Demolitionist and Explosive Payload if a grenade build is more your style. This one may fall to the wayside in future seasons, but for right now, Monarque should, at least in every Titan's inventory, have a permanent spot. Even on other classes, it's still really good with its AoE and healing from the Catalyst, giving it Unrelenting, but Titans especially can abuse Bolt Charge with this thing. It's absolutely incredible. If there are any solo flawless dungeons that you still have to do, I would highly recommend you do it this season and use the Monarque when you do it. It makes everything so much easier. I'm specifically putting Commemoration up here because it's my most used machine gun of all time. I basically didn't take this thing off until Final Shape launched, and it's still one of my personal favorite weapons to use. It's ammo efficient, has reconstruction, which, even though it's been nerfed, is still super valuable on a gun that you're not going to be putting away because of its second trait, Killing Tally. Slower RPM lets you one-tap most trash mobs, and also can deal with higher health enemies with very little ammo expenditure. And it has the Brand Inheritance trait, which is overall just a good passive origin trait. It might not be around in my loadout for much longer because I've recently been switching over to Corrective Measure, but if you have the opportunity to get it and you don't have a good corrective or watchful eye maybe from this season, I would still highly recommend this machine gun. It's super useful and has gotten me through most GMs of the previous year. Anyway, that's all I have for today. Let me know in the comments if I missed anything, and also let me know what I can do to improve the channel. Let me know if there's any video ideas you want me to do or anything like that. That's all I got. Bye-bye!